testing. And I worked for Infosys, Tech Mahindra, Polaris, Cognizant, all these MNCs companies I had worked. So that's about briefly about myself. And okay, now today's class, the first importance we have to know what is the importance of testing. Okay. After that, why we need to choose this automation testing, why we have to go with Selenium Java, and what is the importance of automation, why we have to learn this course only. So this is the importance point we are going to learn in today's class. Okay. So testing. Testing means in generic dictionary terminology, what is meant by testing? Testing means we have to test something. We have to test something. It is correctly working fine. So in any industry, testing is common. If you take any pharmaceutical, they are manufacturing some drugs. So it has to be tested, and after that only it will be used in real-time environment. Similarly, coming to software, so whatever websites you are using, like Amazon, Flipkart, okay, any bank applications, okay, that software, it has to be tested by some team. After that only that application will be used in production, in live. Okay, so the software has to be tested by some people. Okay, so that people we are calling in software terminology testing team. So the job of testers is to prove that the software, that the system is correctly working fine or not. Okay, that the software or the system is correctly working fine or not as per the client requirements. So the client is asking, I want to work this functionality like this. Suppose in an Amazon application, you are placing an order and you are able to place the order successfully. Okay, that functionality is already tested by someone in the organization. Okay, you are canceling the order. That functionality already tested by some team in the organization. So for any of the software application, okay, the testers will test all the functionalities of that application. Okay, so we can define testing as, okay, that the system has to work as per the client requirement. Simple definition. The system has to work as per the client requirements. We have to prove the system. Coming to tester means, tester, what is the job role of tester? We have to prove that the software is correctly working fine. So how you will prove? We can prove that system either by manual testing approach or by automation testing approach. So coming to manual testing approach, suppose you are placing an order, how it is placing an order. So you have to take all the snapshots. So you are logging into a Amazon website. Okay, you are taking a print screenshot and you are placing in a Word document. How you are navigating all the steps, you are capturing in a Word document. So you are navigating, you are clicking an order, you are adding some items. So every snapshot you are creating in a Word document. Okay, if I will go through that Word document, I can understand that order has been successfully created, because that Word document contains all the snapshots, how the order has been created, what are the items has been added, and whether the order has been successfully completed or not, and order ID will be generated. So if I will go through that Word document, I can easily understand that the creation of new order functionality is perfectly working well. Okay. Similarly, if I want to test another functionality, I will create one more new Word document. I want to cancel my order. So you will go to some orders and you will click on that existing order. You will click on that cancel and your order will be cancelled and the amount will be refunded after 10 days. Something like that. The relevant snapshots it can contain in that Word document. So creation of order, cancellation of order, creating a contact, okay, adding products to the cart. So these all are so many functionalities it contains in the application. Got it, right? So for every functionality, we have to create a Word document with relevant screenshot. That we can, in testing terminology, we can call it as a test execution evidence. Test execution evidence. So nothing but a Word document with relevant screenshots. So for every functionality, we have to prepare a Word document with relevant screenshot. So the test execution evidence, it will prove this functionality is working fine, this functionality is working fine, this functionality is working fine. So that client can understand, yes, this functionality is certified by testing team. Yes, this functionality is. So like that, if you take any of the application, there will be thousands of functionalities will be there. Until unless we are not creating all those 1,000 Word documents, we cannot certify that the software is correctly being working or not. So we have to test it, and all the 1,000 Word documents, it has to be created, and all the 1,000 functionalities perfectly working fine. Then these new features, it will go into production. After that only we are using those new features. Same in your mobile also, on every monthly some patches software is upgrading and you are getting additional features. So on monthly basis, some new features are coming into the production, into live. You are using those features. Okay. So the testers, they will create test execution evidences. So nothing but a Word document with relevant screenshots. You can create these test execution evidences, okay, either by a manual testing approach or automation testing approach. Okay, manual testing approach means you are navigating to every screen and you are clicking on print screen button. So the running active screenshot, it is getting pasted in your Word document. So every snapshot you are clicking print screen and you are pasting, print screen and pasting. So that activity you are doing manually. Okay. But if you are writing, if you have written some script, automation script you have written, and simply you are clicking on run button. Okay. After execution of that script, a Word document will be created automatically on your system, and the relevant snapshots is captured automatically in that Word document. Got the point? So instead of taking manuals, taking the snapshots and placing in a Word document, manual approach, just you are running a script. Automatically Word document had been created and the relevant snapshots also automatically placed in that Word document. So the test execution evidence was created automatically without manual intervention. Okay. So any tester, they have to create test execution evidences. You can create it either manual testing approach, you can create it either automation testing approach. The objective is we have to prove that all functionalities, each and every functionality, we have to create a Word document with relevant snapshots. Then only client will get confident on the build. Okay, let's deliver these features into production. Okay, so if you join in any of the organization as a tester, okay, they will give some list of functionalities. They will give. So suppose you joined for some Amazon application, they will give 10 test cases. 10 test cases means each and every functional flow, we can call it as a test case. Creation of order, that is one test case. Modify an order, we can call it as a test case. Okay, every functional flow in testing terminology, we can call it as a test case. Okay, let me write it. Every functional flow, we can call it as a test case. So like create order. Create order is one test case. Modify order is another test case. Okay, cancel order is another test case. Okay, create contact is another test case. So every functional flow, we have to navigate different screens and corresponding snapshots we have to create in our Word document. Okay, so as a tester, you will be involved into writing of test cases. Writing of test cases. So writing of test cases means you have to write how to navigate to which screen and which screen. After step 1, step 2, you have to navigate to this screen. Step 3, you have to navigate to this screen. Step 4, you have to navigate to this screen. And finally, you can do in step 5, you need to do logout so that user will be back to navigated to home. So some set of steps, some set of sequence of steps you are performing, right? To perform that particular scenario, right? Creation of order, you are logging, you are clicking on add order. So some set of sequence of steps you are performing for that particular functional flow. So you have to write some set of steps that we can call it as a test case. We have to write some set of steps for each test objective. For each test object. Okay, what is a test case means? We have to write some set of steps, okay, for each test objective. So in creation of order, what is the objective? What is the objective of this test case? We have to create an order. Modify order. So modify order, what is this objective of this test case? We can add some more products. We can add, we can delete the existing products. Okay, so like that. Cancel order. Okay, in this steps, in this to perform this test case, we will write some different steps. So creation of contact, we will be navigate to some different steps. So here test case means you have to write some set of steps for each test objective. Okay, right. So this activity we can call it as a test case design phase. We can call it as a test case design phase. So design phase means you are writing how to navigate all these steps. Okay. So they will give you some requirement document. Okay. So first phase is requirement phase. Requirement phase. Once you join in any of the organization, they will give you some documents, BRD or FRD documents. BRD and FRD documents. Nothing but business requirement documents or functional requirement documents. These documents will be prepared by BA. BA means business analyst. These business analyst people, they will closely interact with the clients. Clients means suppose you are working in HDFC Bank, the business analyst. He will closely work with the HDFC Bank. So how the application new features wants. So each and every functionality, BR001, the contact is asking so and so functionality. BR002, business requirement 00. He is asking this functionality. BR003, he is asking this new feature. So he will prepare a document called business requirement document. Okay. So we have to test the functionalities as per this BRD FRD documents. So what is the source documents? Source documents means BRD and FRD documents. Okay, you are testing a functionality. So on so pop-up message it's coming. That pop-up message, exact pop-up message in the system, is it coming correctly or not? Means correct. Whatever there in the FRD document, whatever exact pop-up message is there, is it showing exact pop-up message or not? After clicking, the order has been successfully created, but it is not showing order ID. Okay, but as per the BRD document, it is specifying the order ID 11723 has been created successfully. But here are in your alert pop-up, it is not coming. So each and everything it will be defined in BRD FRD document. So the source document to write your test cases, okay, BRD and FRD documents is the source. And you are writing some set of steps navigation also. That is also there in your FRD document. So for every functional flow, how to navigate and how each and every functionality, how to work, everything will be there in your BRD FRD documents. So these documents are preparing by business analysts. Okay, right. So as a tester, once you join in the organization, they are giving BRD FRD documents and you are going through those documents, you are understanding. And the next phase is immediately you are doing test case design phase, means test cases preparation phase. So creation of order, modify order. You are list outing all the functionalities from that BRD document. So you are list outing all those functionalities, and for every functional flow, you are writing some set of steps. This is first flow, let's write some set of steps. This is second test case, let's write some set of. So this activity we are calling as test design phase. And test execution evidence we already discussed. So these are the main three activities you will be involved. As a tester, you will be involved in any of the R&D. Right. So manual testing approach. If you are creating test execution evidences manually, we are calling it as a manual testing. If you have written some scripts and you are clicking on run button, test execution evidence is generating automatically. That we are calling as a automation testing. Everyone is clear up to it. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the next. In a project team, suppose you joined in a project, who are the roles? Business analyst team. Their job is requirement collection from clients. We already have already document. They will prepare a document called .dbugx or PDF. Please go on mute everyone. And next team is design team. They will prepare HLD and LLD documents. HLD means high level design documents. LLD means low level design documents. HLD means it contains functional flow diagrams. You have to navigate to this screen. You have to navigate to this screen. You have to. So high level design documents contains functional flow diagrams. Each and every functional flow from which screen to which screen. Low level design documents means it is nothing but sample pseudocode. So LLD documents, it is useful for developers. So they will, based on LLD documents, based on the sample pseudocoding, they will write the actual coding. The actual coding they can develop by using Java, .NET, Python, Salesforce, Cbel, PeopleSoft, any of the technology, PHP, HTML. So they can write the code, okay, based on the LLD documents. LLD documents contain sample pseudocode. How the developer has to write the code. What is the logic he has to write. So that LLD documents, we can also call it as a technical documents. It is used for developers. HLD documents are useful for testers because you have to write some set of steps, which screen you are navigating. Easy to understand. Okay. And development team. Development team means they will write the actual coding. And testing team. Testing team, what are the roles we involved? Just now we understood requirements understanding, going through the requirements documents, writing of test cases, means the test design phase, and test execution phase. These are the activities we discussed. Okay. Okay, let's come back to the next thing. So as a testing team, we have to prove that the system is working fine as per the client requirements. So that means you have to generate all your test execution evidences. And once the testing is completed, the testing team has to certify. Yeah, all these 1,000 functionalities are correctly working fine. We have to certify. Then only this new features it will go into production. Development team, they cannot certify because they will write all the code. Some team has to certify. Only testing team will do sign off and certify. And test completion document, how many has been passed out of 1,000 test cases? 998 test cases got passed, 2 failed. Okay, let's two can be ignorable. Let's move this code into production. So like that, the decisions will be taken by clients together, be a development team, design team, testing team. Right. So we understood finally sign off and certify has to be decided by testing team. Okay. Okay, now let's come back to that. Suppose for any of the software, you have to do a system testing. Means for any of the software, we will do 2 types of testings. Okay, so these 1,000 test cases, we can call it as a means existing functionalities. We can call it as a regression testing. What we can call regression testing. So these are existing features: creation of contact, creation of order, modify an order, cancellation order. These are all existing features. The new feature is add secondary address to the contact. Sometimes you need to deliver your product to your secondary address. Instead of home address, you want to get the product to your office address. So that feature is not available. This new enhancement was one of the requirement. Okay. So in any of the software, there will be two types of testings will be performed. We have to test all the existing features and we have to test the new features, existing and new. Testing of these existing features, we can call it as a regression testing. Testing of these new features, we can call it as a new functional testing, new functionalities testing. We can also call it as a progression testing. See here. Progression means current. Okay. New functionalities testing, or we can also call it as a progression testing. Okay. So for any of the system, we have to do two types of testings, new functionalities and regression testing. In every interview, people are asking this question: what is regression testing? Okay, regression testing means re-executing. In the definition itself, it contains the meaning. Regression testing means re-executing all existing test cases is known as regression testing. Okay, means we are creating all the test execution evidences for all these 1,000. And also for these new features also we have to do. So suppose let's assume there is 100 functionalities are there. Additionally, 100 new features. So for these 100 new features also we have to generate 100 new Word documents, test execution evidences. Then only 1,000 plus 100, all these 1,100 are perfectly working fine. Then we can say system testing is passed. If only these 1,000 are passed, regression test case passed, but new functionalities are not working, then we cannot say system testing is passed. Or along with 1,000, all these new functionalities are also working fine. Then also we can call it as a system testing is passed. Okay. So we can define system testing means it is a combination of regression testing and new functionalities testing. Is everyone clear as of now? Okay. Right. So let us assume there are 100 new features and 800 existing functionalities. So total 900 test cases. So how many Word documents you have to generate? 900 Word documents. So every time I will call it as a test execution evidence. I won't call Word documents. In testing terminology, I will call. Okay. So we have to generate 900 test execution evidences. Is it possible to create within 5 days? No. Because our team size is 5 members. It is taking around 60 days for me. Okay. But if these 900 test cases to generate these 900 Word documents, it is for me, it is taking 60 days. Means for all my team, 5 members. If I will follow automation testing approach, just already scripts already developed, just I'm clicking on run button. And all these Word documents has been generated very quickly. See, these 100 new functionalities, I have to develop the scripts. So I'm taking 10 days. For these 800 scripts, I'm taking 1 day, because the moment when I will click on run button, all 800 Word documents had been generated instantly on your desktop. 10 plus 1, how many days so 11 days. Okay. So which approach is better now? Manual testing or automation? Automation testing approach is better, because the clients, they will look for quick solutions. Suppose you placed an Amazon order. If it is delivering after 60 days, will you book the order? No, right? In the same way, the client also, he invested this much amount. Okay. So he won't wait up to 60 days. He want to deliver the new features very quickly in this competition world, so that he can sustain and his business will be grow. So if the software is developed very quickly and quickly tested, and he can go for new enhancements, new features, so that his business revenue will be increased. So if I will complete the testing within short span of time, definitely it is a value add for the business. Correct? So in the real time also, most of the people, they are working on manual testing. They are not working on automation testing, because they are not upgrading to automation technologies. Okay, so you can generate these Word documents by using automation tool Selenium Java. Selenium Java is the automation tool. Okay, you can, for every functional flow, you can write some commands. You can click on run button. For another functionality, you can write some another program. You can click on run button. The moment when you click on run button, a Word document relevant snapshot will be generated. Okay, so Selenium Java is the automation tool. So compared to manual testing, okay, we are completing our testing very quickly. That is the one advantage. And another advantage is the test execution evidences are very accurate because the system is capturing running active screenshots automatically. But manually, sometimes we might skip some of the screenshots, right? Suppose for that particular functional flow, you might have to capture screenshots of 20 screenshots. But manually, people are doing, so they might capture 10 or 15. But code, wherever you want to take the snapshots, the 20 screenshots accurately it will be captured and it will be captured in that border. So accuracy is there in the automation tool. If the test case doesn't work, the system is proving the test case is failed. Very accurate. If it is passed only, our script is getting passed. Okay, so accurate means it is perfectly working fine or not also, the script it will prove immediately. Right. So that is the advantages. Right. So along with the Selenium Java, in the market, there are, so we can write our Selenium code in Java. We can write our code in Python, Selenium code. We can write our code in Ruby, Java, JavaScript, and C#. But 90% of the projects, they are using Selenium Java combination. Okay, if you go for any of the interview automation, okay, they are asking for Selenium Java skills only. You can write script in Selenium Python. Okay, you can write your Selenium code in Ruby as well, JavaScript as well, C# as well. But 90% of the projects they are using Selenium. That's why Selenium Java is very popular. And coming to automation tools, sir, along with the Selenium, is there any other automation tools are available? Yes, available. So using those tools also, we can generate our test execution evidences. You can write scripting by using Tosca. You can write scripting by using UFT, by using Selenium. But Tosca is a licensed tool. Means you have to buy lakhs of dollars investment to buy that software and needs to install on your laptop. Okay, for Tosca. And UFT is a Microsoft product. For that software also, we have to buy additional license. Suppose if you want to use some product, we have to buy that product from some organization. So you have to buy that software some organization. UFT is a Microsoft product. Tosca is a Tricentis organization. It is a Tricentis organization. So that is also a license tool. But nowadays, clients are not ready to invest that much huge amount of license on those softwares. But Selenium is an open source software. You can instantly download it. It's a free of software, open source software. No need to buy single rupee also, any of the clients. So that's why people are using Selenium Java. And Selenium, it came with a strong supporting language as Java. In Java, everything is possible. Okay, right. So what is the importance of Selenium means? It is an open source software to automate your web applications. So no need to buy single rupee as well. Okay. Browser compatibility testing. What is mean by browser compatibility testing means? You have written 100 lines of code. These 100 lines, it will work on Chrome browser, it will work on Firefox browser, it will work on Edge browser. But whereas in Tosca and some UFT tools, for every browser specific, you have to write a separate program. But these all 100 lines, in the first line, you have to specify Chrome browser or Edge browser or Edge browser or Chrome browser. You have to specify. So that remaining 99 lines of code, it will be worked on the corresponding browser. So this feature, we can call it as a browser compatibility test. Okay, no need to write every browser specific. You don't need to write separate program. Selenium grid. Selenium grid means there are 1,000 scripts. All these 1,000 scripts, you no need to execute on that single machine. You have 5 systems. In system 1, 200 scripts are executing. From this system only you can control. You can access another system. Let's execute remaining 200 in second system. Let's execute remaining 200 in third system. Let's execute 200 test cases in fourth system. So we can distribute our test case execution among multiple systems. Okay. So multiple system in testing terminology here, we can call it as a node. Node means computer. So we can distribute our test case execution among multiple nodes. So that 1,000 test scripts execution will be completed with less than 2 hours only. But if I will depend on single mission, all these 1,000 scripts in single mission, it will take 10 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours like. If you go to Toscar UFT, again, if you want to extend one more laptop, again, you need to buy same license cost from the product organization. Okay. Again, you need to buy license for another laptop. So, but Selenium Grid, it's an open source. You can distribute your test execution among multiple projects, multiple systems, so that execution will be completed very fast. Our job is we have to generate test execution evidence. That's it. We have to prove. We have to generate all the Word documents for every function. And parallel testing. Parallel testing means, suppose this is my system 1. This is my node 1 system. In this system, I can open the first browser. I can open the second browser. I can open the third browser. Okay. So in the first browser, in the first tab, creation of order functionality is working. In the second tab, modify order is working. In the third tab, cancel order is working. In the fourth one, creation of contact is working. So parallelly, my scripts will be executed at a time. Okay, all 200, not 200, because if I will open 200 tabs, my system will be crashed. Let's execute some set of test cases. Let's execute 5 test cases at a time. Next 5, next 5. So you can able to execute your test cases parallelly. Not you. It's not like one by one. Okay. So Selenium supports parallel testing. So let's complete these 200 test cases. Parallel execution means in every iteration you can complete 5, 6 combinations. So 6 tabs are open. Depends on your system performance. Okay. So parallel testing also is possible by using Selenium. So at a time, 5 Word documents are created on your desktop. Okay. Fourth point is very important. Excel, Notepad, CSV files, JSON, and XML data. Generally, we will use Excel only. In real time, people will use Excel only. Suppose if you want to create create contact, you are testing the test. So create contact, all the input information is available in an Excel. First name, last name, date of birth, phone number, address line 1, address line 2, all these details you mentioned in an Excel. While executing your script, whenever the moment when you click on run button, the script will fetch all the input data from the Excel. So you are reading all that input data from the Excel, and first name is entered, last name is entered on the screen. Okay, date of birth is entered, address line 1 is entered. So you are reading, your script is reading all your input data from the Excel, and the data is entering automatically. The browser is launched automatically, and the data is entering into the screen automatically. So getting of test data from the external file system is very easy in Selenium. Okay, getting of external test data, we can call it as a test data. Whatever data you are entering in the screen, we can call it as a test data. Okay, in the interviews, people are asking what is test data. Whatever input data you are entering, that we can call it as a test data. So where you are maintaining input data, where you are maintaining test data, we are maintaining all our input data in an Excel. Okay, first name, last name. So you will specify all the parameters and values in the Excel. So whenever your script is running, you are reading input data and it's entering automatically, and the Word document had been created automatically. So maintaining of test data and getting of the test data is very easy by using Selenium Java. Whereas in Toscar UFT tools, you need to connect with Microsoft Excel. Means you need to buy extra license. Again, you need to buy one more investment. Okay. So if you want to connect Excel files, notepads, a separate software license you need to buy. But Selenium is an open source. You can connect with any of the external plugin. So these are the advantages, importance of Selenium. Okay. Okay. Now let me conclude why I have to learn Selenium Java. Okay, we can discuss that point. Suppose whether the functionality is developed in .NET or Java, PeopleSoft, Salesforce, CBEL, the functional tester is responsible for writing of test cases. He has to responsible for to generate test execution evidence. You can develop UI, you can develop web pages in any of the languages. I won't bother. My intention is I have to test this particular functional flow is correctly working for me, correctly working fine or not. My intention is that one only. Okay, so testing is a horizontal environment. You are not bothering about what technology it's developing. Okay, whether it is Salesforce, whether it is CBEL, whether it is PeopleSoft, Java, .NET, means testing has horizontal opportunities irrespective of your technology. Okay, but you have done a course Java development, Java full stack development you did. So you are looking only for that technology. Okay, suppose if in a project, BA people will be 2 members hardly. Designers are 1 or 2 members, but testing team will be 5 members. Okay, because there will be different types of testing. Manual testing 4 members, automation testing is 5 members. Because ultimately, if the software is proving or not is deciding by testing team. So the client will invest more budget on testing itself. Development, anybody can write the code. That's not an issue. But ultimately, the quality of the testing is dependent on testing itself. Got the point? So development skills having only vertical opportunities. But if you go for, if you completed your training on manual and automation, your profile is, you can apply your jobs for manual testing or automation testing. In the real time, people are everywhere, companies are expecting automation skills in your resume. Without Selenium Java, your resume cannot be shortlisted. So everybody is having one doubt, sir, I don't have Java background. I don't have a Java background. Can I able to write the script? That is the question everybody is having. Okay, but you can decide that point after completion of my 5 classes. Okay, the easiest software is Selenium only. Anybody can write. If you go for Java full stack, that is 4 months of course or 6 months. If you go for Salesforce, it is 5 months course, 4 or 5 months. But Selenium Java is just a 2 months course. 1 month manual testing, 1 month automation testing. Okay, means your course is completed within time and you use opportunities for any of the applications. Okay, and manual testing, only if your resume is only with manual testing, you cannot get called because companies are expecting manual and automation. Then because they want to complete their testing very quickly. On every monthly basis, they want to deliver new features. Okay, so automation testing is the only solution. Nowadays, no clients are waiting for 2 months, 3 months. They want every monthly release. They want new features to be completed within a month. So automation testing is the only solution. And Selenium Java is the easiest course compared to all courses. Okay, and it is a very short term course, 1 month course only. Selenium Java, and manual testing is 3 weeks. 45 weeks we can plan automation. So in this course, okay, we can write our scripts either by BDD framework approach and hybrid framework approach. I will tell you. Guys, please go on mute. So we can write scripts in 2 ways. One is BDD Cucumber framework approach and hybrid framework approach. Okay. Nowadays, 70% of the companies, they are using BDD Cucumber framework approach. Once upon a time, people had used hybrid framework approach. Okay, depends on the project. People will use any of the approaches, but we can cover our live projects both on hybrid framework and BDD Cucumber framework. Okay. So in all other institutes, BDD Cucumber framework, they are taking only 1 hour class. But here we will do practice on BDD Cucumber framework for 2 weeks. Because you have to survive, because all you can check any of the institutes. How many hours BDD Cucumber framework they are taking classes, real-time classes. They are taking only 1 hour or hardly 2 hours. But we are going to do practice labs for 2 weeks, guys. I can make you comfortable, and after completion of this course, you can able to automate any of the website by yourself. 100% guarantee I can give you. Okay. So daily our class time is 1 hour, and next 1 hour you have to do lab. That's it. And daily basis, we will share you the video recordings as well. Okay, video recording access also we can share. You can go through that video recording also. If you are from non-IT background, you can watch one more time. That's it only. Okay. Sir, Selenium, I don't know any Java background. Let's leave the decision to me. Okay, I can make you comfortable writing of scripts. Within 3 days, I can make you expertise. Just 2 or 3 days, I can make you expertise. Okay, you no need to remember all the stuff of Java. Just 10% of Java is enough. Because BTech, ECE, non-IT background, so many people I had placed so far. Okay, anybody can easily survive, and Selenium Java is the easiest course. If you take for some other courses, AWS, you have to learn so many integration tools. Okay, and development, it's a development. You have to keep a lot of efforts, and it's a 6 months preparation course. But testing is just 2 months. Okay, 1 hour lab and 1 hour practice. If something is not working, I'm here only, I can clear your doubts. Okay, but if you are, so online people also, if you are here for class, if you are available in offline, you can do your labs on immediately next 1 hour, so that you will get confident. Spend your time for 1 month, guys, for automation practice. Manual is a theoretical subject. Anybody you can learn from your home also, once I give the document. But automation, you can spend your time for 1 month. That's it. Okay. After completion of this course, 100% you will get the placement. I can give you the interview assistance on that. Okay. And huge opportunities, and Selenium Java is a evergreen subject for automation. For any of the websites, they have to test the software. Only the recommended clients are also preferring only Selenium Java. Okay. So that is the background of Selenium. Okay. So, okay. So in today's class, we understood. So let's revise what is the topics had been discussed so far. Okay. Okay. Generic terminology. What is testing? Test the application, working fine or not, according to the client. According to the client requirements. Okay. Testing definition is completed. For any of the software, what types of testing is required? Regression, progression testing. What is regression testing?
Re-execution
of all existing functional test cases. Okay, we won't call functional flow, we can call it as a test case. Re-executing of all existing functional test cases is known as regression testing. What is retesting? No, sorry, progression testing. To test, testing of new functionalities is known as, together these testings, what we can call system testing. If all these functionalities, regression and new functionalities are working fine, we can call it as a system test. Okay, right. In a project, once you join in a project, what are the teams are available? BA team, design team, development team, testing. Okay. What is the role of BA team? They will
collect the requirements from the
they will prepare
reports,
the documents, and they will gather all the requirements information from the clients. Okay. What is the responsible of designers? They will prepare HLD and LLD documents. Okay. What a HLD document contains? So nothing but functional flow diagrams, which screen you have to navigate. LLD documents,
low level,
which contain sample pseudocode, which can be helpful for which team? Developers. Right. And the coding team is responsible for development team is responsible for to develop the software, to write the code. They can write the code in any of the language, Java, .NET or anything. And testing team is responsible for to test the software. So once you join in the organization, what are the roles as a tester you will be involved? I told 3 points in the first notepad. You will go through the BRD FRD documents, and you will prepare the preparation of test cases. This
Test
way,
case.
what we can call test design phase. Okay, let me show you a number. Test design phase. So writing of test cases. So means set of steps you are writing. Okay. And test execution evidence. This phase we can call it as a test execution phase. So you will be involved in these activities. Test execution phase. Test execution phase. So during test execution phase, we will prepare test execution evidences. Okay, right. What is a test case means? A set of steps for a particular test object. Okay, right. So you can test the testing either manual testing approach or automation testing. So means you are generating what documents, either manual approach or automation. Okay. So now let's summarize the importance of Selenium. Can anybody tell me what is the first feature of Selenium we discussed? Importance of automation.
Selenium framework. Used for
Selenium is
automation.
a open
Framework.
software. What does that mean? We can download that software freely. What else? 90% of the people are using Selenium Java combination. What else? Importance. No, opportunities is not the feature.
Free of source.
Free of cost means open source software only.
Selenium grid.
Browser compatibility testing. What does that mean?
Web drivers. Means
The
supporting.
script can be executed in any browser. The script can be executed on Chrome browser, Edge browser, Internet Explorer, Opera browser, any browser. Just in the first line, you have to specify. That feature we are calling as a browser compatible. Whereas in Tosca 52, for every browser specific, you need to write a separate program. Which is better? This one, Selenium Java is better. Okay. What else features? Parallel testing. What is that mean? You can execute your test scripts parallelly in different tabs. So that execution will be completed very fast. What else we discussed? Selenium grid. Selenium grid means what is that?
We can access the different.
We can distribute the test script execution. Just remember this one, test script. Test script means test case. Okay. We can execute the test cases. Okay. Among we can distribute the test case execution among multiple nodes. We can call it as a Selenium grid. What else important point? Easy to maintain, easy to get the test data from the Excel files using Selenium Java. So these are the importance of Selenium. Okay. So just remember one point, yes, Java is very, very simple. You no need to learn all 100% of Java. 10% of Java is enough. Okay, that 10% of 20% of Java is covered in the first classes. Okay, after completion means 1 or 2 classes only in Java, not 60 days class. 1 or 2 classes of Java. I will take 2 classes, means 1 hour, 1 hour. From 3rd class onwards, you can able to write any of the Selenium program by yourself. 100% guarantee. Okay, in 3rd class, you are able to write any of the Selenium program by yourself. 100% I can give you the assurance. Okay, this is very short span of course compared to all other courses. If you learn some any other tools, AWS, it's 6 months course. Java full stack 6 months course. Salesforce 5 months course. But Selenium Java, it's a easy tool to enter into software. This is the only tool for non-IT background people can enter into by using testing. Okay, don't bother about that. I am not from Java background. Anyway, we are also sharing video recordings also. You can go through video recording one more time so that you will get confident. At the point. So in tomorrow's class, okay, I will share this running notes also in the group. In tomorrow's class, we will automate a login page. Okay, we will take some sample website. We will enter username, we will enter password, we will enter login button. You will click on that script on run button. Browser will be opened automatically. And username, password, and login button, username and password will be entered automatically, and login button will be clicked automatically, and your script will be completed. So this is the first program we will see in tomorrow's class. So in today's class, we understood what is testing, what is a test case, what is a test case execution evidences, okay, test design phase, test execution phase, what is system testing, what is regression testing, what is progression testing, okay, and importance of Selenium we discussed. In tomorrow's class, we will see sample login program, how to automate. Okay, so first 5 classes, don't miss any of the class. Okay, first 3 classes, if you follow, next 4th class onwards, you can able to write Selenium code by yourself. 100% I can give the assurance. Okay, for online people also, I'm telling better to come offline. Okay, and we can give the lab support as well. Okay, otherwise you need to book my slot, and if you got stuck somewhere, I need to help and I need to connect your systems remotely. Anyway, that help will be provided, but practice will take more time. Okay, anyway, through video recordings, you can able to fix your scripting issues. Okay, because we are providing video recordings as well, you can able to get access. Okay, so daily session time is 1 hour or 1.5 hour session. Okay, after that, immediately next 1 hour you can practice. And an important point is, for Selenium, you need to be ready with your laptops. Okay, either i3 is not using people, i5 laptops, minimum i5 laptops. Okay, Intel 5. Okay, so that is the, and RAM minimum 4 GB RAM. Get ready with your laptops by 3rd class. Okay, this is 1st class, right? 2nd or 3rd class, get ready with your laptops. In 3rd or 4th class, we can do installation. So I will guide you the how to install the Selenium. Okay, so you have to be ready with your laptops, and from 3rd or 4th class, I can give all the list of programs in your system, so you can practice those programs on daily basis. I will give 1 or 2 programs for examples, so you have to do labs also. Okay, first 5 or 6 classes are important. Later you can do practice by yourself. Okay, okay. So that's it for today's session. One second. So that's it for today's session. If anybody wants to ask any doubts, you can ask me now. Okay, I'm pausing the recording.